This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. One man is dead and police are searching for another after a shooting in Barrio Logan. It happened late last night near Chicano Park. NBC7's Audra Stafford has been following the story since early this morning and has the latest on the investigation.
Homicide detectives wrapped up at the scene early this morning, but their investigation continues into who pulled the trigger and why.
It happened right in front of the liquor store here.
Around 10 o'clock last night, police received reports of a shooting outside La Central Market at the corner of National and Dewey.
When they arrived, they found a adult male down.
Homicide Sergeant Matt Ruggiero says officers tried to give the man CPR but were unable to save him, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. His name has not yet been released, but Ruggiero says he was about 60 years old. The suspect, a 25 to 30-year-old man. It's unclear if the two knew each other or what led up to the shooting. Police are asking anyone who may have seen or heard anything to give them a call.
Any kind of information that anybody has on this would be helpful for us.
You can also report tips anonymously. Just go to sdcrimestoppers.org. From San Diego Police Headquarters downtown, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
Sheriff's deputies have released new pictures of a suspect who they say sexually battered a 10-year-old girl in Poway as a manhunt remains underway to bring that man into custody. They say Saturday around 6 p.m. this man assaulted the girl on Midland near Poway Road. Now keep in mind, this is a very busy area next to a Walmart and a Trader Joe's. Deputies say her friend screamed for him to stop. He then took off on an electric scooter. The sheriff's department says he is between 30 and 40 years old and is 5'10". He has a black shaved head and bushy eyebrows and acne scars. He was wearing a gray hoodie and black shorts. If you have any information, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. Drop boxes are now available across the county. If you want to vote early, registered voters can return their mail ballot for the June 2nd gubernatorial primary election to any of the more than 150 official drop box locations. Each official drop box is designed to prevent physical damage and unauthorized access to mail ballots. The registrar's ballot retrieval team is responsible for collecting all of the ballots that are inside those boxes. Let's take a look at some of the races that you're going to find on your ballot. Your congressional representative, which is especially competitive in District 48, as well as other statewide offices, including Attorney General, Secretary of State, and Lieutenant Governor.
California gives voters a lot of power over who's going to occupy these offices, but that comes with a great responsibility, right? We've got to do our homework. We've got to read those ballot guides. We've got to check out those websites, read a newspaper article or two to make sure that your vote for these really important and powerful constitutional offices reflects your values.
There's also your state assembly member, the San Diego tax collector, and if you live in the city of San Diego, Measure A, which is the tax on second homes that are vacant for most of the year. Of course, the biggest tickets are the race for governor. Tonight, you'll be able to watch the candidates face off on the debate stage. It's hosted by our sister station, NBC, up in LA, in partnership with Loyola Marymount University. Watch it right here on NBC7 at 7 p.m. tonight. We have an update on a story we've been following for a few days now about this mountain lion who was sedated and captured. It was close to homes there in Escondido. That animal is now back in the wild. It was discovered under a car there, prompting huge crowds and heavy police presence. The lion was eventually tranquilized, according to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, which released this picture of the capture. The healthy lion has been collared and released near the Cleveland National Forest. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, mostly sunny, a little warmer than yesterday. Breezy onshore wind for the coast and inland valleys. Inland will be in the mid-70s, the coast upper 60s, mountains mid-60s, deserts near 90. We have a warming trend for the rest of the week. For the inland valleys, that'll put us in the upper 70s tomorrow, around 80 Friday. Low 80s by Saturday and Sunday. So looking great for the weekend ahead, nice and dry, but unseasonably warm for your Mother's Day also. So weather looks great across the entire weekend. I'll show you everybody's 10-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Sheena. Local leaders are speaking out about cuts to arts and culture programs across San Diego. Details on their protest against Mayor Todd Gloria's new budget. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry. Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Leaders from San Diego's arts organizations are speaking out against Mayor Todd Gloria's proposed budget, which includes cuts to funding the arts. The group attended the Budget Review Committee meeting at City Hall this morning, hoping to change the minds of those voting. They included representatives from the San Diego Opera, Fleet Science Center, the Old Globe, and La Jolla Playhouse. The 2027 budget would eliminate all arts and culture grants in the city, a proposed $11.8 million cut.
Budget proposes an 86% cut in arts and culture when every other department of the city is being asked to cut 7%. And that's just out of line. It's unfair. It is baffling and a little bit hard to understand, especially when the arts and culture contribute so much to San Diego.
The Old Globe art director says arts and culture, as he said, contribute so much, including billions of dollars in economic activity from jobs and tourism, plus meaning in our communities. We've been talking a lot about the price of parking going up all around the county, including places like Balboa Park, Petco Park, and Normal Heights. Well, yesterday, the Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to research the best ways to make it cheaper to park at its properties. The proposal was brought by Supervisor Joel Anderson. It directs county staff to seek the best way to maximize parking at the Ash Street Garage, as well as the Cedar, Kettner, and James R. Mills structures. Staff will look at offering free or even discounted transit and parking packages and review the current hours for public parking. There are about 800 parking spots between all three facilities. The county will also look at the best ways to inform the public of available parking spots. A century-old church in Little Italy says newly installed bike lanes in front of the church are, in fact, a safety hazard. Our Lady of Rosary Catholic Church previously used the curb in front of their church for parking and drop-off, especially helpful for elderly, disabled, and those who are attending funerals. In congested Little Italy, this was a key access point, but now a city-installed bike lane has taken away that curbside access. Parishioners and visitors are now being dropped off in the street in traffic and then having to walk across that bike lane.
We welcome improvements. We support safer streets. But we also protect something that is essential, direct access to this sacred place.
We need more respect for this church. This is not a commercial building. It's not a restaurant. It's not a salon. It's not a coffee shop. It's our church.
The church and Little Italy Association are proposing a modified plan that would restore curbside access and moving the bike lane out to create a shared bike car lane. The city says in part that they understand the direct access to the curb is important, so they've removed protective flex posts that were initially planned to be placed directly there in front of the church. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, Mom, the water's already waist high. And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC 7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning. Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For today at the coast, mostly sunny, breezy, onshore wind upper 60s. Inland valleys mid 70s and sunny. Mountains will be in the mid 60s, deserts near 90. We warm up as we head into the weekend. So for the rest of this week, gradual warming and into the weekend, mid 70s at the coast, mid to low 80s inland. And for Mother's Day, it looks great. It's going to be nice and dry. Monday will be the warmest, followed by a cooling trend next week. Mountains and deserts also warming up as we head into the weekend.
Oh, looks like a nice Mother's Day. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.